Hi, it's Olivia, and today I'll be doing numbers 21 through 25 in my series of favorite quotes videos. If you don't know, these are quotes that I find from anywhere, whether that's a song, movie, book, Pinterest, which is where I get a lot of them from. I love quotes, I'm always writing them down, so let's get into today's 5. The first one I found on Pinterest. This one says, the best use of imagination is creativity, the worst use of imagination is anxiety. I couldn't relate more to that, and sometimes there's no in between. It's either I am up in the middle of the night just feeling like I can create anything I want in the world, and then sometimes I'm up at 1 a.m. just staring at the wall with near crippling anxiety. Your mind can take you on such a wild ride and can create just so much, whether that's positive, like something that's creative, or negative, like anxiety. The next one I don't know who it's from, it's just randomly in my notebook with quotes that says, the earth without art is just eh. Ain't that the truth? Can you imagine how boring and how bland everything would be if there was no artistic expression? It'd be miserable. Next one is by Sarah Vowell and says, being a nerd, which is to say going too far and caring too much about a subject, is the best way to make friends I know. I love being called a nerd, and it's so true. I've always struggled with making friends, but the few times that I do a really good job of making friends, it's because we were fangirling over something that we loved. I remember in like 9th grade there was this group of people in the library when I was walking by, and like half of them had out the Mortal Instruments books, and they just looked like they were having the best time talking about it, and I kind of just joined in, and it was, and that's all we talked about for years in that little group. It was just like instant friends. I think that's one of the best things about being a nerd is, you know, hey, we have this in common and we love it, and we love to talk about it. The next one I have is by, in my notebook, R.W.E. I have no idea who that is, but it says, what you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. I love that. I don't really have anything else to add to that, just I love that. For the last one, there is a small like poetry slam type of thing going on at my school the other day, and I went and I was blown away by the performances. I didn't know that my college had like a poetry slam or poetry group or club, and apparently they've like competed and they've done really well, but they were amazing. This one girl read she read it so powerfully, like it gave me chills, and it made me want to go to every other poetry slam that they have. I've never been to a poetry slam or anything, but this was just so cool. But she had been, I think it was about a failed relationship, maybe even an abusive one, but it was about her thinking about future relationships and who would she find, you know, who would she find in the future. And a lot of the poem was about finding her own strength and loving herself, and she finished it off by saying something like, I know my own worth, it's just a matter of waiting until someone else does, in terms of finding, you know, someone to be with. And I just thought that was so beautiful, especially if you heard the context of it. I wish I could read you her whole poem, but I don't have it. It was beautiful. That's all I have for today. As usual, if you have any quotes that you're loving right now or a favorite all-time quote, leave it in the comments, and I will see you in another video.